Yeah, okay. Whoever not completed the previous task, please make sure you are going to done that. So first, in today's session in CSS only, we are going to discuss about the layout part. So what is this layout and why we are using this? First, let us know. So here every HTML element behaves differently, right? So one HTML element can used for displaying heading. There will be different purposes. So there are some examples like some elements take line. Yes, sorry for the disturbance. Some elements take full line and some stay in same line. Like this behavior is controlled using display. See, so here, what is a display? Display is a property which is controlling the behavior of the element, like a HTML element. So with this, we can design the layout, right? So here, today we are going to discuss about the display property. So here, display property decides how an element should appear on web page. Means the element should be in a line by line or in a same line with some space or whatever. We are going to decide how the behavior of that element should be. So for that purpose, here we are using display property. So how an element should appear on web page using the display property. So let me show the display property syntax, right, for you. So here display property and colon, you have to mention the value here. So wait, I'll share the screen. So I forgot. Yeah, wait, I'm sharing. Yeah, this is the syntax, right? This is the display property, and we are giving a colon, and here we can give a value, whatever we want the value. See, what are the values we can give here in the sense? We can give block, and we can give inline, and we can give inline and block, like that. We can give like block, or else I can give here inline, and also I can give block inline, block hyphen inline. So let me say how this behavior will be. So if we are going to give a display like colon block, it will take the entire block. Means it will like occupies the total block, and it will print in a next line. So for that purpose here we are using block. And for inline we are using like the inline behavior will be, it will be displayed in a same line with a space. It's not going to be displayed in a new line. It is going to be displayed in a same line, and it is going to be take the space as required only. And here I have mentioned block inline. What is this block inline means? Sorry, it's an inline block. I have written in a reverse. So inline hyphen block. So what is this inline block in the sense? In this this is the combination of inline and block both. Like elements stay in same line only, and width and height also work. Like whatever the width, whatever the height also work, and the elements should be in the same line. Not should be, it will be in the same line. So this is the property, like how the behavior will be used by the inline block. And let me show you how, let me give an example for you. As I have told you, right, during the HTML classes, The div is a block level tag, and span is a inline tag. So these are the examples of block and inline, right? So like this, if we have mentioned the property of display for any one, then it's going to be act like as a div if we are going to mention block, and it's going to be act like as a span if we are going to mention like a inline. So this is the property. Now let's see how it's going to work. So, and also let me say like a new property for you, that is position property. Here the position property, why we are using this position property and what are the types of this position property in the sense, the element should be in a position, right? We can decide wherever whatever the position the element where should be displayed. So for that purpose, here we are going to use the position property. So there are main types, that is in the position property we are having static, relative and fixed. Here the static property in the sense it is a default position like every element already has. So elements appear normally when we are using display static. Defaultly it will be in a position static only. Okay, now if we are going to mention property as, sorry, position as a relative, so it moves element like the original position to it moves. If I have mentioned position relative and top equals to 20 px and left equals to 30 px, then if I have mentioned from top, right, so it will move down to the downward, right? If I have mentioned left in the sense, it is going to move to the right part. So don't panic, I'll explain you theoretically, just listen now. Sorry, practically I'll explain you. So just listen what is the theoretical part. Okay, and the fixed position, what is the fixed position in the center? The element stays fixed on screen. Means even page scrolls, it won't be scrolled. It will be fixed only on the screen. So those type of elements is called as fixed position elements. Means we are using a fixed position for that specific elements. So these are the three types of elements. Here we are using for the positioning. And first let me show you how we are going to use this display and all properties and all, so that you will get a clarity about it. I'll explain you with the output. So here, what is the HTML part I have mentioned here? Here see, I have mentioned a block like div tag, because of showing the, like explaining you the block property, like display with a value block property. I have mentioned div tag here. You have to understand that property, right, how it going to work. So I have mentioned here block like a div tag, so it which is a block level tag, right? So I have mentioned div, and in the inline part I have mentioned span tag. Here I have used span tag because for explaining purpose, how the inline display inline property will work. So that's why I have mentioned here. And also here I have used inline div, like div tag, but I have used here the class C. So in that styling there I'm going to give display inline block, so it is going to act as a inline and block, both it going to get the both features. So, and here this is a relative because I can give the relative position and it is a fixed position. So I have explained two because I have told you, right, the first one is the default one, which is a normal one. So you need just two. So I have mentioned two parts here. So let me show you what I have mentioned in the CSS. So that this is the style tag for the purpose of mentioning the CSS code, which is the internal CSS I have mentioned here. So here I have used dot block. Why? For what I am using this styles and all in the sense, see here I have gave a class block for the div element at the start. So here, and also I have mentioned the block only for the other development too, which is the both are in block level tag only. So I have mentioned class name as a block, and I want to apply the CSS. I want to apply the stylings for both blocks, like for both blocks, same styles only. So I have mentioned class there. So for the multiple elements, I want to mention anything, like I want to give the styles and all, then we are going to use that class, right? Class selector. So here I have used dot block, means it is a class selector, and background color. So here for this block only, for these two blocks, I'm going to give light blue background color and margin 10 px and padding 20 px. And also I have given dot inline selector. For what? For applying the styles for inline class, means here I have given these, for these span tags, 3 span tags, I have given same class name, and using that class name I'm going to apply same styles for these three. So here I have used dot span class, so selector, that is dot inline selector, that is I'm going to apply a background color yellow for that 3 inline tags, right? And dot box, here I have mentioned for inline block, right? There is a code mentioned in a div tag, but I want to give the features of inline and block, both features. So here I am going to apply the display property. So see, where is this? Yeah, that I'm going to apply a display property. So here I have applied display equal to inline hyphen block. So it means it's going to be apply this width and height, and also it's going to be displayed in the same line. So this is the inline block property. So I will show in the output also, don't panic. And here I have applied a background color of green color and margin and text alignment also, which is inside the border, and line height. Now up to here I will execute and show you how it will work and all, so that you can get an idea about it. See, these are the two blocks I have created like a block level, which is a display colon block property, right? For showing the display block property, here I have given two div tags and applied color, because showing the difference for you, to show the difference for you. So this is one block level tag and this is one block level tag. Observe these two are going to display in a different lines, means a new line, and it is going to take the whole block, right? So it's not only single line, it have been like required for total block, it has occupied total block. And when comes to these, so these are inline. See, these are inline, which I have used span tag. These are inline in the sense, see, they won't be displayed in a new line, and they will be displayed in the same line also, and they will be occupying as required space. Means the HTML required this much space only, right? So they have occupied that much space only, and also they won't start from new line. They'll continue on in the same line itself. And this is the inline block property. So inline block property, I have told you, right, which will be displayed in the same line only, and as the width and height. So I have mentioned a width and height there, right? So with that width and height, there will be a displayed in a same line, which is inline and block property. And they also occupied a block, right? See, you can see they also occupied a block, and also they are also displayed in a same line. For these properties, here we are going to give this display to change the behavior of the element. to decide the behavior of an element in the web page. For that purpose only, here we are going to give this layouts and all. Like layouts in the sense, we are using display property and position property. And these are used in like you have seen in e-commerce websites, right? For each product there will be a card. So for that card we are creating a layout, means we are creating like a block using the div, so that it will be a card, like it will be in a block only, and in that we can apply the text and in the inline text and all. So it will be displayed, it will be used in a creating cards and products like that. So these are used in creating cards and products. We are using these and all for e-commerce websites for the daily use. So for that purpose here we are using CSS layouts. And what is this relative positioning, right? See, if I'm going to move here the fixed button is not moving with the screen. It will be fixed. So this is the fixed positioning. It won't be moved. It will be like that only. So for that sake, I'm have zoomed you here. So this is the difference between the relative position and fixed position. If we have mentioned any element with a position fixed, so it is not going to scroll or it is not going to move. It will be fixed to that screen. Okay. If I here see the relative positioning box here, it will be scroll down. See, it will be scroll down, but the fixed position is not going to scrolling down, it will be fixed. So this is the use of positions and display for changing the layouts and all in the web pages. So I hope you all guys understood this part. So please will you respond properly for this. So everyone, are you there? Have you understand today's session? Yeah, Sunita, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll give 10 minutes time for you as okay. It's an 8 minutes time for I'll give an 8 minutes time for you. Please make sure you're doing this task. Just create a div tag and an span tag, or else a div tag with inline property, inline block property. So write the code fastly. So any one of you can share the screen so that others can know how to execute them and all, how to use them and all. Anyone, take the initiative and display the screen share of yours laptop. Guys, please respond. Yes, Shravya, will you please share your screen and execute the code? Shravya. Yeah, how many of you attended the exam on Saturday? Yeah, while you are attending exam, please mention your intern ID as a roll number. If any one of you has mentioned your college roll number as a credential for this exam, like roll number, for next time, continue with the intern ID. If it is not accepting your intern ID, then go with the roll number only. Okay. So please try to communicate in group only. Don't do personal DMs for me. Okay, it will be difficult for me for replying everyone. Okay, so please make sure your if you need any information from me, then contact me in group itself. Okay. So if you are having any doubts on this session today, will you please ask? So have you understood about the display and position property? So these are very important in CSS part. You are going to use it very badly in the projects, whatever you want. So you have to understand about this. Yeah, okay, Stavia. Tanuja, will you please share your screen execute? Just use any one property. No need of using all the properties. Just use any one property like inline block property. Just use inline block property. It's enough. How to use and all I'm trying to say. That's it. Yeah, okay. Is anyone available? Ananya, what about you, Ananya? Are you taking the class from your laptop? Just unmute yourself and say, Ananya, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can you share the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Mine. 1 minute.
Yeah, what happened, Ananya?
Ma'am, it's not coming, ma'am. Screen share is not for Windows. It's something error is coming, ma'am, in my
Yeah,
laptop.
okay. So you
I'm
guys,
trying.
so you guys, please make sure you're going to like you're going to execute that part. Okay.
Yes, yes,
So
ma'am.
if you are going to execute only, you can get doubts, whatever how can we use this and all in different types, so that you can understand how to use them in your daily life, like in your projects and all. So
Ma'am,
make sure you're going to execute them and you're going to practice in a technical way. So, okay. For next session, I'm going to ask first this only to execute. Damn surely, I'm going to ask tomorrow to execute any one of you and show the output. Okay. Okay. Shall we wind up this session today? So if you guys having any doubt, please tell me. so that I can tell you about this display and position property. Yeah, okay, you guys can exit.